No, you don't want it to be non-volatile. Here's what you want. You want it to be extremely volatile because that way you know something nobody else knows. I give you 21 years and you can go start a company, borrow money, raise capital, start a hedge fund, create a Bitcoin business, tell your friends, start a podcast, build a life for yourself, get leverage, mortgage your house, change the view of your bank. I'm giving you the ability to do work. It's a lever. It's a 21-year lever, okay? Like MicroStrategy's been working 4 years. If Bitcoin had gone from 10,000 to 65,000 on August 11th, on the day we announced our Bitcoin buy on August 10th, we wouldn't be worth 40 billion right now. We would be worth 4 billion right now. You see, so you want the lever, you want the time, and the second thing you want is you want massive volatility. Because, you know, like for example, when Bitcoin went from 66,000 to 16,000, everybody else, you know, had a crap, lost their minds, freaked out, and we doubled down, right? And it was a benefit for us. It was a problem for everybody else. We ripped up. And so you get the chance to prove yourself economically, and you get a chance to prove yourself intellectually, and you get a chance to prove yourself morally and ethically if you live through the volatility. You should pray for the volatility. When it goes away, you'll lose your advantage, and you should be happy that you know where everybody else on the planet's going to be in 21 years. You got a 21-year head start. That's a career. You can make a life out of that. And don't worry about the stuff that comes in the middle. It's a good thing.
Once Bitcoin's at 13 million a coin, there will be no more volatility.
No, when Bitcoin is 13 million a coin, if you look at my base case, Bitcoin is like 20-30% of the equity market. And so it's just big enough that the volatility is decreasing. But my model in my mind and what we're thinking is if the money supply expands at 7%, the equity index will expand about 10%. The volatility of the S&P index will be about 10 to 12. The volatility of Bitcoin will be 20 to 22. It'll always be more volatile. The performance will be 20 to 22 ARR. It'll always be higher performance, always be more volatile, because it's an open, unregulated global market, because it doesn't have the counterparty risks, and it strips away the risk of a company, and it strips away the entropic degradation of physical property. It's always going to be better. It's always going to be more volatile. And I'm not concerned about it. That's why even when Bitcoin's 13 million, you'd be stupid to sell your Bitcoin and buy the other stuff. The other stuff's always going to be inferior. And I didn't answer your last question, which is, you know, key man risk. You know, what if I go away? You know, and I thought about it, and and what I would just say is, first of all, I don't have any heirs but a nonprofit foundation, which will morph in being a public charity. So when I'm gone, my stock, my shares, my assets flow into a public charity whose mission is to support Bitcoin and the adoption of Bitcoin forever. And so you don't have to worry about MicroStrategy changing direction. You don't have to worry about, you know, the truth is, I'm probably better for Bitcoin gone than here. You know, dead than alive. As long as if you're dead, you can't, what was the word? Murder? Was it slave?